Hey everyone, I am just here to do a weekly update. I am currently nine weeks and 5 days. I'm not exactly sure. I think it's 4. I am, oh God, sorry, my pants are tight. I need to find some looser clothes. Yeah, so the update. Well, first of all, I'm not sure how far in depth I've gotten with talking. I know I mentioned my TSH. I'm going to start with that. They tested my TSH, I want to say it was in February, like right when I found out, or like right after I found out I was pregnant, and it was low. They didn't give me a number, and I think they mentioned something about 0.01, which I guess is really low, so I don't know if that's right, but either way, my TSH was low, so they wanted it done in a month. And I did. I had it done in a month, and it was also low. Again, they didn't tell me the level. Well, then they decided to have me tested. They said the TSH antibodies. I don't know if that's different. I think it is. I think it's testing for Graves' disease, possibly. So I got that test done it was 2 weeks ago today. And I get it done at a different lab, and oh my God, that lab didn't get my stuff done they didn't send it to my doctor till yesterday, which was a week, or I mean almost 2 weeks. Was it a week? I don't know. I guess maybe it's only a week. It couldn't be 2 weeks. Either way, it was a long time to wait because I'm thinking, well, if I'm this bad, I guess I should probably be on something. Well, they called me yesterday and it was negative. So that's good, but they still want it tested again in a month. So I will be having my TSH tested again, probably every month. I don't know. So yesterday was my first OB appointment, and it was I chose to go back to my old doctor's and start there. So I never realized how hard it would be to walk back into that hospital. That was the hospital, not that I delivered her at, but the hospital that I drove to when I thought my water was breaking. And that's where they transported me to the other hospital. And the flashback, my hands were shaking. I'm not usually like that. And I was like, panic, like, oh, I wish I had brought someone with me. But I knew it was just a nurse meeting, so I figured there was no point. So anyway, talked to the nurse, the OB nurse, for a long time, probably like 45 minutes. We discussed things, and she told me that basically I could either work with them and the MFM, or I could just work with the MFM, which I didn't know, because I guess there's a high-risk doctor and an MFM, which is kind of the same thing, but a high-risk OB at Hurley, the other hospital. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm obviously high risk, but she did talk to me about my situation with Emerson, and she said her and the doctors don't believe that it is a incompetent cervix, which I've wondered too. I mean, it could be, but I wasn't dilated. Apparently, the ultrasound, she pulled up my ultrasound. I had it 20 weeks with Emerson, and my cervix was completely long and closed. And 2 weeks later, I went into labor. So I obviously had an infection. She died due to the infection, but we don't know how it got in there. Their theory is that the infection traveled, upward and dilated the cervix, and or that the bag of waters if it's infected, can bear down on the cervix and dilate it. So really, it's unknown. So a cerclage, a cervical stitch, may not be in the cards for me. I'm not sure. I'm going to be having an appointment with an MFM. They're supposed to call me today or Monday, I think. So hopefully in the next week or so, to discuss what I should really do. I will obviously be having the progesterone shots as a preventative measure. One thing that I had, in losing Emerson and everything that happened with that, I kind of lost a couple of the what had happened beforehand because I was so distraught. So apparently she looked at my ultrasound from 20 weeks with Emerson. I know that I mentioned that I had some placental lakes or cysts. They're like big black spots in the placenta. That doesn't cause death or anything usually, so they weren't really concerned. But I forgot that they had mentioned that they had trouble seeing where the umbilical cord attached to the placenta. So they were thinking it might have been what they call a velamentous cord insertion, which is like on the side, which can cause still preterm labor and lots of problems. So really, we don't know what happened with Emerson. She said she thinks it was a one-time thing, but of course we're not willing to take the risk. So either way, I'm going to be monitored very closely, very frequently. My cervix will be monitored to make sure it's not incompetent, but until, I don't know, until I have the meeting with the MFM, I have no idea. I really am looking forward to talking to them and finding out what they think. So, so back to my current pregnancy, or more about it. Symptoms, I'm actually I feel like crap at night. Just nausea. Really, I don't have like a lot of other symptoms. I think I feel better than I did with my last pregnancy, less sick, but I'm not really sure. Nothing much going on. It's early, like I said, I'm only like 9.5 weeks, so there's not a lot to update on. I did pull out my heart monitor. It's not it's not the Sonaline B that everyone is so great, thinks is so great and can like show you the heart rate. This is just angel sounds, but I had really good luck with it with my last pregnancy and I really liked it. So I did take it out of my closet, and of course it's super early, so I wasn't hearing anything. And last night when I tried it, I caught the baby's heartbeat beat. I know it was because it was faster. That I can hear my own, but it was faster, and it was only for a split second, and then I lost it again. But it was kind of exciting because I had like mixed feelings yesterday after that appointment. I just felt really panicky and really like nervous and thinking, oh my God, like I've got to make it through a whole pregnancy. Like, how am I going to get past 20 some weeks? What if it happens again? And I just, like I said, I know that hearing the heartbeat does not mean the baby is okay, but it made me feel a little better to hear it. So anyway, that is my update for now. I will update you guys when I talk to the MFM or before. Either way, I'm going to be doing a weekly update from now on, if not more often. So I will talk to you guys later.